Welcome back, realvacantland.com. This is Luke Smith. I've got another property for you. This one is 4.6 acres in Wyoming. I think this would be good land to put a horse on. You just got a picture of a horse in the background. This isn't the actual land. It's kind of cold there right now, but it'll be warm in spring pretty soon. And I think people will be hopping and shopping and picking these things up. So I wanted to show you this one. I wanted to show you the market. It's the cheapest one around. I just lowered the price on this one a little bit. And this is in Fremont County, Wyoming. It's 4.6 acres, Fremont County, Wyoming. It's got my name and number on here, so you can call me and ask questions. There's a checkout box, checkout button down below. I think it asks for $500, and then we'll take it through a title company. $500, just to like reserve it until we go do the paperwork to make it happen. So I pulled this one up. Let's look at some of these pictures. We got some diagrams of this property. There's a canal or a stream or a ditch running along the northern boundary of the property. There's an easement that comes off the middle of the southern boundary of the property that goes down to the road. So here's some street view shots from the area. The property is like, in this field back here. So it's nice, flat, grassy area. So it looks like this, nice, flat, grassy area. You could put a manufactured home in there. You could build a home in there. I think you can pull in with your RV and go for it. Wyoming doesn't have that many regulations. Please go check and make sure before you do that. But it looks like other people in the area are doing it. This is a 17-mile road. So there's an easement that goes off this 17-mile road to the property. There's a spot in the side of the road that's cut out with a cattle grate that starts your driveway, and it goes straight from there. There's a fence along one side. You go drive right next to that fence right back to the property. We're in Wyoming. Thermopolis, I don't know if you can see it. Thermopolis is just north of there, but we're closer to Riverton. Thermopolis is fun. They've got a hot water park, like a geothermal park you can go to, whether you're looking at this property or not. If you're passing through there, it took the kids to the water slides and just hot water that comes out of the ground that's piped into these pools and tubs and things that you can go enjoy anytime year round. Go jump in some hot water, right? So here's a diagram of the property. It's this shape. Right where that middle bend comes down, there's a fence row that runs down to the road. So you're just on the west side of that fence row is the easement. Okay, so let's get out of those. I think we did a circle there. I got an older video on the property. I'm going to replace it with this newer one, so lower the price a little bit. Here's my depiction of the easement. Going off the legal descriptions of it. If we zoom in on the road, there's this driveway here. So there's a driveway that leads back to it. So you could use this driveway spud that goes back to the property. There's a power line that runs halfway up there. They're using that easement for the power line, and the power line jumps over to this house. But it could be extended from there, a pole or two, up to your property. So paved road access with a power line right there, right up to your driveway. And you gotta do some get like a skid steer or something and scrape that out. Maybe put some gravel in there, and you got a driveway. You rent one of those for the local tool rental. So Riverton is right here. Here's Riverton, and it's a cute little town. Cafes and stuff. Walmart's just on the north side of town. There's an equipment rental place. Maybe this is where you get a skid steer to go make a driveway, or hire one of the locals that's got like a box blade on a tractor or something. And then up the road is Thermopolis that I was talking about. Thermopolis, and yeah, it's a beautiful area. Like if you spent time in Wyoming has its own beauty. It's just quiet nature. There's pronghorn jumping across the road and stuff in the spring and summer, and I mean, there's so much like big game, whether it's buffalo, deer, elk, different parts of the state. You get into moose, and my wife loves riding horses. She's always dragging me into it, but there's just a lot of beautiful places to ride horses in Wyoming, You could take the horses all over the place and go explore huge amounts of nature. And this could be a launch off place to do that. It's nice, flat, grassy land that you could keep horses on and trailer them out to all kinds of awesome woods and adventure places to go exploring. Or if you like barrel racing like my daughter does, you could go to all kinds of shows for that. Or dressage like my wife does. I don't know if there's a dressage community around there, but whatever kind of horse, there's always horse sports. There's a lot of horse people in Wyoming. And then if you go up the other way, you're in Grand Teton, you're in Yellowstone. I mean, imagine taking the horses up into Yellowstone and some of these parks and going horseback riding around the area. I mean, my wife would love that. That'd be an awesome weekend activity. And it's within range of this property. You can totally do that. You're probably not wanting to, if you're local, you probably don't want to go to like the super crowded Yellowstone stuff. You go into a lot of these other mountains. Like, look at this huge piece of green over here. This is all like open for your exploration. There's all kinds of trailheads and all kinds of places where you can go hiking on foot or bring your horses if you like horses and this kind of horse property, and park on the side and ride the horses back into the middle of nowhere. And it's just a big, open, beautiful piece of the U.S. That this property is next to. Okay, so we're back to, well, I wanted to get out, not go to that screen. So we're back to the website. So yeah, it's like click there, $500. It says, yeah, Luke, I really want to go for it. We'll do the paperwork and take it through local title company and get some title insurance and stuff. There's GPS coordinates of the property, legal description of the property. Taxes are like $150 a year-ish. And yeah, so I wanted to show you the market. I just lowered this to $24,000, and I'm asking $24,000 for this 4.6 acres. So I put the whole county, this is Fremont County, Wyoming, and stuff that's, I mean, if we go to sold, like look at this map, sold, blah, there's all kinds of stuff that's sold. There's not much of anything for sale. And the ones that are for sale, this is Wyoming, so you don't get the prices on the sold, so it's hard to show you that side. So I'm showing you the for sale. The for sale, I narrowed it down 2 acres to 5 acres because those are numbers that Zillow will do, and this is 4 point something acres. So 2 acres to 5 acres because I'm trying to get it to close to the size of what this property is. And if we look at what's for sale, and I got it like houses and land. Maybe I should just do land. Let's do land only. Whole county land. Okay, this size, the newest one that's up there, they're asking $90,000. There's one over here that's that's like half our size. They're asking $40,000. There's one here that's our size. They're asking $179,000. There's one behind my head here that's our size. They're asking $50,000. And here's 150, 139, 79, 129, 85, 46, 240. These numbers are all over the place, but none of them are close to the $24,000 that I'm asking on my property. Not even in the same ballpark. We got this thing really cheap. We can sell it really cheap. Somebody out there is going to love it. I'm looking for that right person that says, yeah, Luke, you got an awesome property here that is way cheaper than everyone else. You probably put in a driveway and you put in a manufactured home, hook up the power and put a septic system in there, and you probably turn around and sell the thing or just live in it, have fun with it, use it as a primary residence or retirement home or second home or getaway place. And but if you go sell it, I think you're at a bigger price with a new manufactured home on there and 5 acres. Like, let's go back to manufactured homes. See if there's any for sale. Well, here's an old single wide for 150 grand. It's like down the road from where we're at. So if you put a new one on there, new ones usually go for more than the singles. Like here's a this looks like maybe it might be a newer double wide. 539. It's not newer. It's like, see if they have the year on there. They're not talking about the year. You'd have to dig in. So it's not newer. But like if you get a newer one, the newer ones go out at bigger prices because the financing to purchase them is a lot easier for people to buy them. is my point. Okay, so enough of that. It's the cheapest one in the market by a long margin, and it's ready to go. Take a look at it. 4.6 acres in Wyoming. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's Luke Smith, ruralvacantland.com. See you in the next one. Bye.